Hello and welcome back to Hackathon Labs. I'm Mr. Hackathon, and in today's video, I am going to show you how to get started with robotics without owning any hardware. The barrier to entry for building unique software applications is dramatically decreasing, but also the barrier for entry for developing hardware solutions is also decreasing. What we're going to do today is take a look at Wokwi. I think you pronounce it Wokwi. And it is an ESP32 simulator. This ESP32 simulator allows you to simulate the control of microcontrollers all on your computer. Let's show you an example here. So I have this example simulation that is simulating a parking system. So if we run the simulation or start the simulation, we'll see it's a yellow light. But if we click on this ultrasonic distance sensor, and as the distance increases, you see it's green and it's white. It means that you're not close to the thing that's behind you when you're reversing, when you're parking. And now it goes green, yellow. You see it's red, now it's flashing. This is created very simply by writing in C++. You can see the diagram.json that's kind of controlling this diagram here. We can stop the simulation and add parts if we want to add parts. We can add a LED, we can add a push button, we can add lots of really interesting parts. You can see this is the LED ring that's here. What we also have is, if we find it, the ultrasonic distance sensor. So we can actually Google this. If we head over, if we type in ultrasonic distance sensor, we see we can buy this for £2, £3, and we can begin to add this to our hardware collection so we can actually build this out in real life. What I'm going to explore in this video is the possibilities of using Gemini to be able to quote unquote vibe code some simple solutions. I think this is amazing for educational purposes to be able to build something quickly, inspect the code, remix the code, and be able to learn very practically what certain components of the code does. What we're going to do for this video, or what we're going to try to do, is we got our light sensor, our LED light sensor, but we're going to try and add some sound to that. And the closer the ultrasonic, let's hit simulation again, the closer the ultrasonic distance sensor is to the object, the more it's going to beep. The further away, the less it's going to beep, or maybe not even at all. So this is the close, it's going to beep a lot. You can see it's red, flashing, and further away, it's not going to beep at all. One of the first things we want to do is to begin to add our new part. So we're going to click add new part, and we want something that makes sound. So we are going to use the buzzer. So now we have our buzzer. To get started, we can either connect this to our Raspberry Pi manually just by clicking here, clicking where we want to connect it to. Or we can ask Gemini to do this because Gemini has the JSON. So what I've done, I provided Gemini the JSON for the actual code on how it works, and I provided Gemini the JSON for the diagram. So one of the first things I'm going to say is connect the, what do we have here? Connect the buzzer to the board, or connect the buzzer to the Raspberry Pi. We can see here it immediately said, hey, there's a mix up in your description, and the diagram provided is for an Arduino. Okay, we have an Arduino here, and I really like this diagram it gives us. We can then ask us to explain this diagram to us like we are a high schooler. So now we're actually learning too. We're learning the components of the Arduino and how to actually use the Arduino effectively. This is the point of like not just this video, but using AI as an assistive tool. And it has provided us with updated code. So we are going to copy and paste that. So we go diagram.json, we're going to delete this, add this right here. And you can see immediately it's added the correct wiring. Now you'll notice because it understands the context of the code and what the code's doing, it's saying, would you like me to adjust the pitch of the buzzer so it gets higher and more urgent as the car gets closer? And I would say yes. Now that it's finished, we are going to hit copy and we're going to paste it here. We're going to stop the simulation and then we're going to start the simulation and hopefully this works. And now it's compiling the project. Okay. So you can hear it. If I go further away. So it's adjusting the pitch. You can see we have a very, very simple parking sensor that we've been able to build in under 30 minutes using AI to assist us in the coding process. I can't emphasize enough how you have to use AI as an assisted tool, also to help you learn. Yes, we did ask AI to generate the code for us, but I wouldn't actually stop there. I would ask it to explain, to teach me about the code. I'm fortunate enough to have the hardware here. So I have my sensor, I have my Eligo, I think that's how you pronounce it, Eligo. I have my board here and it is currently connected to my computer so I can put the code on the board to be able to detect the distance with the sensor. So we are using the Arduino IDE. We have been able to detect my Arduino. And I'm going to hit upload. You can see something's going on, it's flashing. And so to see if this is actually working, what we do next is click the serial monitor. And what we can do is see the distance. So now we know our distance is working on our real thing that we just simulated on the web platform. What we've done now is added the next component to our parking sensor. So we can calculate the distance. So if we go here to the serial monitor, when it's really close, it flashes really quickly. When it's really far, it flashes a lot slower, building upon the simulation that we built on the web. So now we have our sensor, we have our resistor right here, we have our LED, and we have our buzzer right here, just like we had on the simulation. Once I put the power on, you can hear it buzzing automatically, just like a car is reversing. You can see the light. And we have our serial monitor, so you can see the distance. Just like a car parking sensor. So we're very close. It's buzzing really fast. It's flashing a lot. We go further away. It flashes a lot less and it buzzes a lot slower. That concludes my video on how to get started with robotics without any hardware, using Gemini or AI as your assistant to learn and grow. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, especially for more hardware related projects. Happy hacking.